Hi everybody, welcome to 5 Minutes with the Guru. I'm pleased to have my friend Michaela McDonald from Ignite Finance with me today. Ross MacArthur deal with a couple of mortgage brokers, and Michaela is one that assists our clients very well in any of their mortgage needs. And it's very interesting at the moment, Michaela, the last few years we've seen interest rates going down to where they are now, pretty well the lowest I've ever seen them in my lifetime, which typically has a couple of effects. One, fantastic time to borrow at low interest rates, and also it makes the assets pretty well perform quite well because of the demand to buy those assets. So at the moment, if you're buying interest rates, for example, 3%, you've only got to get a better than a 3% return on your investment to be worthwhile doing that. So fundamentally, it's a great time to be doing that. But what we've had over the last few years is the first homeowners being pushed out of the market because of the price rises.
That's right.
The government's got some incentives now which made that reverse a little bit. The prices have come back a little bit recently at the moment as well. So for a first homeowner, first time I'm buying my first home, what are the incentives now to do that, and what are the benefits of people to borrow for their first home at the moment?
Sure, there's different schemes that the government has brought out. One of them is the First Home Loan Deposit Scheme. This is available to the first 10,000 first home buyers. To be eligible for the package, you have to earn less than $125,000 per annum as a single borrower, or as a joint borrower, $200,000. With that, all we need is a minimum of 5% home deposit. It has to be genuinely saved, and basically the government is guaranteeing your mortgage insurance. So you don't have to pay mortgage insurance with a minimum as a 5% deposit. Okay. So this is a great incentive that you're going to be saving thousands of dollars in this scheme.
So normally, if I borrowed 95%, I only had 5%, I pay a big price in mortgage insurance, so the government's paying for that.
That's right, they're guaranteeing that, that's right. So it's only available to the first 10,000 borrowers per annum.
Right.
So to get in there quickly, because there are banks that are already got people aside for this scheme, but there's many different borrowers. Not all lenders are available to this scheme, so you need to speak to a mortgage broker and find out who these lenders are.
Okay, and also I believe there's, in New South Wales in particular, there's some savings on stamp duty and other things? That's
right. So with stamp duty, for a first home buyer, you can purchase a property up to $650,000 and not pay any stamp duty at all. And then it's on a discounted basis up to $800,000. So after $800,000, you'll pay the full stamp duty just like everyone else. But it's definitely a worthwhile scheme.
Yeah.
You've also got the $10,000 first homeowners grant as well, but this is only available to brand new homes up to $600,000 as a purchase price, or if you want to buy land and build, it's up to $750,000. So again, all these schemes out there available to the first home buyers, worthwhile looking at. Speak to your broker and find out what you're eligible for.
Yeah, I guess one of the keys is why they're out there to have those benefits. Jump in now and at least inquire what you can get.
That's right, yeah.
So for clients that I see all the time that they got a nice home loan, they've had it for a few years and they just keep paying their normal repayments, what's the benefit of me then going to review my home loan? Because I don't know if it's a good rate or a bad rate unless I compare it. Is that something that we should be doing?
Definitely. With my clients, I always do a home loan review every 2 years. I think it's really important that the rate that you got at that particular time and what they are now. The banks do change them, especially if it's a variable rate. The banks can drop them or increase them however they like. So it's worthwhile reviewing your home loan every 2 years, and even if it's a small drop, you at least know that you're still competitive in the market, or your broker will tell you, look, this is the savings you'll have by refinancing. So if it means $2,000 a year or $5,000 a year in savings, it's better in your pocket than theirs. So worthwhile reviewing every 2 years at least.
Yeah, okay. Is there a big difference in home loan and their rates?
Definitely. I do reviews all the time and find that people can save thousands of dollars. It's definitely worthwhile.
Okay. So if I was going to buy an investment property, I've heard that if I've got equity, which is the amount that I own in that home less the loan, so if I've got, for example, a $600,000 home and I have only a $300,000 debt, I've got $300,000 equity, how can that benefit me if I was going to buy an investment property?
Basically, depending on the equity that you have in the property, it may allow you to borrow the full amount plus fees for your investment property, therefore allowing you to have full tax deductions on your investment property.
Okay.
Definitely worthwhile reviewing it. Again, we'll need to have a look at what your purchase price is on the new property that you're looking to purchase, your property value and what your property is worth right now, and your existing loan, so we can work out what that equity is. Again, we don't want to borrow too much of the equity in your existing owner-occupied property, because you could be up for mortgage insurance again.
Right.
So it's something that we would definitely need to review.
But if you do have enough equity, you can effectively borrow 100% of that.
That's right, plus fees.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay. So your role is to find the best loan for me, and you've got obviously lots of different institutions you can do that with. So how do you get paid? And how much does it cost to come and see you?
Sure, nothing at all. I basically work with you to find the best outcome for you, and by that I get paid by the lender. So I get paid an upfront commission plus a trail commission ongoing to look after you.
Fantastic. Well, that's great. Well, thanks, Michaela.
You're welcome.
I hope everyone out there has learned a little bit about lending, and if you have any issues or questions about lending, your first home, refinancing, or just home loans in general, contact Ross MacArthur and we'll get you in touch with Michaela.
Great.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.